Namaskaram. So let us continue with Mahabharatam. We had left when the Pandavas were invited by Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra had sent Vidura to them, inviting them back to Hastinapura, and Vidura first asked Drupada, and Drupada said it is up to Yudhishthira, to the Pandavas, and Yudhishthira asked Krishna, who had come there by then, and Krishna said it is good that you should go back. And Yudhishthira and his brothers were all eager. So they all came back with Vidura. And Dhritarashtra said that, look, it is good that you have come back, but it is better that you don't stay with your cousins. You should have a place of your own. You take half of the kingdom which you have inherited, and go to the Khandava Prastham, which is adjacent to Indraprastham, to Hastinapura, and you build your own palace. And Dhritarashtra had arranged for builders, masons, carpenters, everybody, and under the Pandavas' supervision, as per their desire, a beautiful palace was built. And when it was ready, on an auspicious day, they moved to their new palace, led by Dhaumya, their priest whom they had chosen before the marriage with Draupadi. Krishna was with them, and Vedavyasa came on that occasion, and in their presence they performed the housewarming ceremony, and they settled down in their new house. Once they settled down, Krishna returned to Dwaraka. And they had started living in the new house when sage Narada came one day. They received a Narada warmly. It is in Mahabharata on several occasions when a sage comes, one thing the host does is to offer his own seat to the visitor, and similarly Yudhishthira offered his simhasana, his throne, to Narada, and he offered his kingdom. That also seems to be a way to honor the visitor. And of course they are sages, they are not there for ruling country, they are simply on religious matters to make sure that everything is in order. So it was just a gesture. And once they finished the routine conversation, Narada said that I came specifically to bring up one topic. It is good that you have married, the five of you married Draupadi together, and that she is wife to you all. But this is a very tricky situation, very difficult situation. It's very easy to develop quarrels. So you must avoid that at all costs. And Narada said, you must have heard the story of Sunda and Upasunda, two asuras who quarreled because of a woman. So, what is it called? You must avoid that at all costs. In Malayalam, there is a saying, Kanakam Moolam Kamini Moolam Kalaham Palavidham Mulakil Sulabham. This is a famous quotation from Kunjan Nambyar. And what it means is that Kanakam Moolam, because of gold, means because of money or riches. Kamini Moolam, because of a woman, because of a lady, a wife or a lover. Kalaham Palavidham Ulagil Sulabham. All sorts of quarrels happen in the world. Of course, Narada didn't quote that. So when he mentioned Sunda Upasunda, Yudhishthira said, Maharshi, please tell us the story in detail. And Narada started narrating the story of Sunda and Upasunda. They were two asuras, and they were from the race of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlada's father. In Bhagavatam, we were narrating the story of Hiranyaksha, the brother of Hiranyakashipu, and soon we will come to Hiranyakashipu's story there. And these asuras belong to that race, and of course this story is quite old. And these two were very good brothers. They loved each other and very fond of each other, and they always did everything together. They lived in the same house, they ate together, went out hunting or merrymaking. Whatever they did together, and they did it with very good understanding. And they had the ambition to conquer the three worlds. So they went to the Vindhya mountains. Vindhya mountains, as you know, is on the western side of India. East of Maharashtra. That is where Vindhya is. It's a very famous mountain, plays an important role in Puranas. There are many stories associated with Vindhya. And they started on a meditation, tapasya there. They did tapasya to Brahma, that is, they went into deep meditation, and to increase the effectiveness, they started various penances, various ways of increasing the intensity. They reduced the food they take, and ultimately they stop eating completely, and then they stop drinking, and they survive purely on air. And to increase the the power even further. They have fire all around, and in the middle of fire, they continue the meditation. But of course, Sunda Upasunda, they didn't go to that extent, but they did very intensive tapasya. And it is said that when this meditation is very deep and long and persistent, the gods have to appear, because the whole world is heated up apparently. People start getting the heat, the pressure of the meditation. So they approach, they also pray to God to sanction whatever is requested. And Brahma, and the gods in heaven, they requested Brahma, and Brahma came down, appeared before them and asked, I am pleased with your meditation and I am ready to grant whatever boon you want. Except that you can't ask for immortality. When he said that, Sunda Upasunda thought, because it was immortality that they wanted, because they wanted to conquer the three worlds and nobody should be able to kill them. That was their idea. But when Brahma preempted that, they thought, and they said, all right, only the two of us can kill each other, but nobody else. No other human being, no gods, no animals, no birds, nothing except one another. And Brahma reflected for a minute and said, all right, if that is what you want, I grant you that. And once they got that boon, their morale was boosted. They got courageous, because they loved each other, so there is no question of their killing each other, let alone quarreling. And nobody, they are safe from others. So they started invading the kingdoms in this world one by one, and they conquered the whole of the earth. They thought that it is the offerings made on earth which make the gods powerful. The havans done by Brahmins, the yajnas by kings and Brahmins. So they all nourished the gods. So they started obstructing any offerings made to gods. Unfortunately, time is up. We will continue tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I stop here now. Namaskaram.